Hey guys, Chaz here from LIV Watches. I'm here to talk to you about our LIV divers 41 and 44 millimeter ceramic bezel, automatic, sapphire crystal, etc, etc. So let's jump right into it. So the case design is based on our GX1 model, so that's where it originated from, the design of it, which is our classic. It's been our bestseller from day one, and we're super proud of it. So all the features that you see here, all the angles in the design in here are all from the GX1. And what we replaced basically was just the bezel. We reinforced the case to make it 300 meters. Then we obviously added the rotating bezel. So the case construction is obviously super solid. It's 300 meter water resistance. It's got a screw down crown. We also added the 6 screws on the back to give it that super solid look as well as super solid construction. The bezel is ceramic. On this particular model that I'm looking at right here, which is our signature orange model, it has enamel inlay. They do light up slightly on this side, but obviously most of the luminescence would be in the dial itself. The movement in this watch is a ETA 2824, slightly modified to fit our dial. Our dial is a sandwich dial, and so it therefore requires the hands to be moved up slightly. It's called an H4 hand movement, hand height. What that does is gives the hands area so they can sweep over all the indexes, etc, etc. It actually has 3 layers. So you have your base layer, and then you have your layer which is right around where the indexes are sitting on, and that we added the wave to it, which gives it this kind of like ocean feel, which is kind of awesome. The indexes are straightforward. They're applied indexes. They're quite thick, and the reason why we make them so thick is because we want to add a certain amount of layers. In this case, we're adding 5 to 6 layers on these indexes, and that gives it a really strong luminescence, which is really important, obviously, not just for diving, but in general, people like having it, and we like having it on our watches as well. So I'm just going to unscrew the crown here and just rotate this around a little bit so you can see. When I move the watch slightly to the angle, you can kind of see the stenciled style numbers that we have on the watch, which is super cool. It gives it that 3-dimensional look, and that's what we want time to be. We want time to be 3-dimensional, and we think this dial, hits the point right there. The bezel itself has 120 clicks. It's very solid. It's obviously unidirectional because it's a diver's watch, and you can just hear it there. It's quite awesome. It just feels pretty cool. I'm gonna bring it back to 12 o'clock and align it right there at 12. Awesome. So like I said, this is the orange one, and let me just show you some of the other models. Let's talk about another one of our black cases, which is what we call the blackout. And what's great about this watch is that it's just stealthy. It's just, all you see is just the indexes, the hands, obviously because it's got the BGW9 Swiss Luminova, tons of layers on it, so it's gonna shine up nice at night, but it kind of looks slick and clean. And then what we added was this really awesome yellow custom strap. So this is a LIV design strap. Nobody makes the strap except for us. It's our proprietary strap. We designed it. We paid for the tooling for this. And we're super excited about this design, but it also fits just perfectly. The way it ends here, the way the lug ends and it just cuts in there is just awesome. It's one of our signature straps. Most of our watches have that strap. A lot of our watches have that strap. So again, this is still within the black coloring that we do. The case is made out of 316L stainless steel, and the coating is black IP. And this black IP, the layering on this is superb, and it will never ever come off. Now, granted, if you take this watch and you start rubbing it against the concrete floor, it's gonna rub off. Eventually it's gonna come off, but just normal wear and tear. We have a 5-year warranty. This coloring, this black coloring, will absolutely never come off. So it's super durable, and the reviews say it all. We have watches out there ready for 5-6 years, and they look literally like brand new. So this is the black one. I'm moving on to another black one, which is oh, by the way, I just want to show you guys the difference between a 44 and a 41 millimeter. So on my left here, you have a 41 millimeter, and on my right here, you have a 44 millimeter. I'll just put the 44 millimeter on my wrist so you can kind of take a look and see what it looks like. That's what it looks like. So yeah, it's slightly bigger. For me, this is my size. I like it. But again, you have the option of getting both the 41 and the 44 millimeter, so it's awesome. All right, so another black case watch that we make is this blue. We call it the Cobalt blue. And we just recently paired it up again with our custom strap. But this is a new blue strap that we just introduced recently. And the color matching is perfect. And it's not easy to match blues and blues. It's definitely not easy, but we've done it here. And literally took like 9 tries to get it done, but we finally got it done. And it really, really looks super nice. I'll just put it on my wrist here. You can just take a look at it. Looks super, super fantastic. The white on this bezel right here is loomed. So it runs all the way to 20 seconds, or I guess 20 minutes, either or. Moving on to the gold. Now, this is really, really nice. We never really wanted to make like an all gold, like gaudy gold watch. But I think the amount of gold that's on this diver's watch is just perfect. We're pairing it up, in this case, we're pairing it up with our French leather skin. So this is a hand-stitched leather skin, leather strap. And you can see here, besides being hand-stitched over here, all the sidewalls here are all hand-painted. And you can see the thickness is nice, and the smell. Literally yummy. It's really, really good. And there you go, deploying clasp, gold deploying clasp, killer with a black case back. And talking about the case back, and I didn't get a chance to talk about it, but let me pull up this watch right here. Take this plastic off. So, you know, we try to get as much of the movement, because the movement really, I mean, we love watches, but we don't just love watches. We love watches because we love the mechanics of the watch and seeing the inside of the watch. And I don't know why people cover up the backs of divers' watches. I don't see why there's a need for it. I think we should showcase these beautiful mechanisms and the artistry that goes into these things. So it's just, I think having an open back is key for any automatic watch. I don't see any reason why any watch would be closed back. This one features a gray ceramic bezel. Okay, and we matched it with a gray, our gray sandwich diver's dial, and it has all the features of some of the other models that we spoke about. The other thing that it has on this one, which you'll see on any of our watches that you see where it has like white numbers, those white numbers are all luminescent. So in this case, the 12 and the 6 are luminescent, and the Cyclops here looks fantastic. Gold hands, gold brushed hands with BGW9 luminescent. Paired up again with the deploying clasp. Moving on to this new watch that we just introduced. We actually introduced it first with the GX1A. It's the full lume, and in this case, we're doing it now with the diver. So the whole dial is painted with a multi-layer of BGW9 luminescent, and then obviously the indexes themselves are also layered. I believe the dial itself is layered up to 3 layers, and the indexes themselves are layered up to 6 layers, depending on which index. Some of them are a little bit harder to paint that many layers. And again, it has our sandwich dial. It's more flat, obviously, because it's a painted lume dial. And we paired this one up actually with a shiny ceramic bezel. We inserted BGW9 lume all the way around. So it's full lume, shiny bezel, ceramic bezel, scratch-proof ceramic bezel with BGW9 lume inserted all the way around. An open back, 41 millimeter. This one is only available in the 41 millimeter. Fantastic. What can I tell you? All right, here's another new dial that we've just introduced. And this one is called the Harvest Moon. I know, we couldn't figure out a good name for this, but we realized that the color is really Harvest Moon. I fell in love with this color, and I'm like, we gotta go with this. This is really, really an awesome color. It's unique, it's different, and that's what we're trying to do here. We're trying to do things that are unique, different, quality, etc., etc. So again, this one is very similar to what the full lume was. This one has all shiny, ceramic bezel, BGW9 lume, lume indexes, etc., etc. You know, the rotating bezel like we spoke about, and the open back still has the plastic on here. And we're pairing this one up. And again, straps are interchangeable by us. So if you're not happy with a leather, some people like leather, it's that easy. You could just quick release spring bar. Take it right off, put it back on, change it to any strap you want. There you go, just like that. And so this one again has the hand-stitched French leather with hand-painted sidewalls. Super cool, love the color. Let me just show you what it looks like on the wrist. How nice. This is so, so nice. Now this is super interesting, and this is because we teamed up with a guy named TJ Eisenhart. And what I love about TJ, he's just a super cool dude, young kid out of Utah, professional cyclist, and I'm into cycling, but more importantly, he has a unique story about everything that's gone on in his life, and you know, ups and downs through cycling. And the one thing that he always was drawn to was art, and he's an artist, and he has this unique color, and there's a whole story on this whole color. But I contacted him because I just thought this color was so unique and it would be so cool in a watch, and we teamed up together and we collaborated, and we've done a bunch of collaborations with him. But this one is really, really interesting because now we are doing his color in a diver, and it actually matches so well because you can think of diving, aqua. This is sort of like an aqua color, and I think it matches perfectly for what this watch is. We're pairing this up with a shiny blue ceramic bezel. Again, full loom insert all the way around, and I added a really cool matching NATO strap on this. Covers the back, but I still think it's really, really cool having this color match. And yeah, super excited about this watch. I think this is going to do really, really well, and I'm happy about it. That's it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. This is a basic overview of our divers collection, both the 41 and the 44 millimeter. We are a brand about communicating with the people that wear our products, and we love the feedback, we love the communication. That's what we're all about. So thank you so much for watching. If there's any information that you think we missed out of here that you'd love to see, please let us know. We're more than happy to add it to our next video. Thank you so much. Live, baby.